Oh, there I go. All right. Oh, it's this thing called Add to the Stage. I told y'all this is something new. All right. Can y'all hear me? Ah, I think I got this. Yeah. All right. So, because it was looking dark up in here. So, yes, my name is Mercedes. I am your spirit shifter here, guiding you on your journey to a self awareness. And I am really excited to be talking about Cancer season with a Cancer rising, if I'm not mistaken. She could be a Cancer rising, Cancer moon. We got to ask her as soon as she comes on. And we'll be talking about a lot of things. For the most part, the first thing I want to do, because I learned this new thing, right? This is thing called a banner. Let me put it up. Ah, thank you for all of your support. We at 585. As soon as we get to 600 here on YouTube, I'm doing a giveaway. I have these beautiful 6-week programs, 5-week programs to get yourself together. So I just wanted, the banner says, thank you for all your support. And I love y'all. I really do, honestly. What we're going to be talking about in this video, so you can know, hop in when you can, hop in when you decide to hop out. All right. The sun, y'all know I got my notes. So we're talking about the sun in Cancer. We also talk about Venus and Mercury that's going to swiftly go through Cancer. We're going to talk about Saturn, retrograde in Pisces, as well as a little bit of the solstice. And we're going to have our tarot reading at the end. You already know, by a special guest. Okay, so with that being said, I dropped a blog post for Cancer season. Go ahead and check that out. That'll be the last public live post that comes in with a bunch of astrological information so that you can get yourself in alignment. All of the advice will be based on your rising sign. And you can see that in the community here on YouTube. I put that up for you guys. Also, don't forget that there's a beautiful astrology group where we talk about a lot of things. I recently put up the last 2 weeks of June and how's that going to be moving forward for us. So go ahead and check that out as well. I'm more now on TikTok than ever, right? So to my Instagram community, hop on over or come through over here. For right now, Instagram is a no-go for me. So in case y'all was wondering what happened to me, I'm here. Took a long vacation. We're going to talk about that as well. All right. When you join the astrology group, there's different workshops that can assist you on understanding your astrology charts. So hold on. We got another banner for that. Ah, y'all should have never showed me StreamYard. All right. So, in regards to astrology, which is what we're going to be talking about here, I do have your natal chart available so you can book it, as well as your transit. For those of you who have taken the chance to get your natal chart read, I appreciate you guys. We do this live. We are sitting down for about 2.5 hours, 3 hours at a time, sometimes, to go through your natal chart and really get you understanding deeper on a lot of things that has transpired in your life and what is your foundation. So check that out, especially now that it's Cancer season. We are going to be going through a couple of emotional hiccups. So it's best to get that going. And it's going to be quick. So tap into yourself, get deeper. All right. Yeah, like that dinosaur? I do. All right. And so in regards to what I've been doing, I've been healing as usual. It's a nonstop thing. However, based on what transpired the first 6 months of the year, yeah, your girl needed to take a break. And I personally have never in my life taken a 1 month break just to get back to myself. And so I do definitely appreciate the Mermaid Gang, Grecia. We support each other to the point where we allow ourselves to be and to manifest the life that we desire, right, as a group. And that has helped me a lot into my healing journey and to be here and show up for you guys. So, with that being said, I don't know if she's ready, but I'm gonna bring her on because it's always fun. Hey, hold on. I think I gotta switch it back to the stage.
Hi.
Ooh, hold
Oh
up.
my God, look at you. We're doing this on StreamYard. Ba,
Hold
ba,
on,
ba,
wait.
ba.
I got a banner for you.
Look
Hold
at
on, hold on. Look at this.
us.
Ooh, girl. Shoulders.
Hello, my favorite phone technology.
And the ability to sit down and do it. Ooh, how you been? I miss you. I know we be on Instagram, but I'm grateful that you have time to be on
No, I've
YouTube.
been good. I've been good, blessed. Living and learning my triggers, learning my limits, but living.
Yes.
I was just having a conversation with my partner earlier, like this morning. We do a lot of pillow talking. So I was having a conversation with him, and we were talking about how grateful I am. I am a fulfilled woman. There is this one thing that I'm like, okay, I'm working towards resolving, and but I'm like, I look at everything else, and I'm like, I cannot allow this one thing to mm, put me down to the point that I forget how freaking fortunate I am. And I want to leave this message with everybody that's watching us and you. But I mean, we stay in constant communication. But don't allow that one circumstance in your life to make you forget the other aspects of your life where you are truly fulfilled. In my case, it's debt. I have this credit card debt. I'm being very honest and transparent. I have this credit card debt that's kicking my butt. I hate it. I hate having debt. I hate it. And I just want to pay it in full. Even though I make payments, I just want to have the lump sum money, boom, paid in full, get it off my shoulder because I hate it. It makes me feel bad. But I'm like, I cannot allow this debt thing make me forget how amazing of kids I have and how fulfilled I am as a mother, how fulfilled I am with my partner, that I'm myself. I'm able to be myself. I don't have to put up a show for the world. You get what you get with me. It is what it is. And I'm free. A lot of people are not free to be who they are, So, girl, I was just having this conversation. I'm like, man, I'm a fortunate mother truck. I'm, I'm a lucky witch. Look at witch out here in the streets.
And
F this credit card.
the reflection, like having that reflection with a partner is more or less what Cancer season is all about. Sitting back
Mhm.
and reflecting with our loved ones on our lives and what has transpired thus far. We've come a long way. We have, like, as individuals, as a tribe, as whatever title you decide to call yourself, because it's all about what title you call yourself,
Yeah,
right? And so
yeah.
at the end of the day, give yourself some credit for even getting to this point right now if you're still breathing.
Right. Can
And
I mention
yes,
real quick? Can I mention how proud I am of you?
oh,
First of all, you're glowing.
I
You're
put some, I
gl-
put some, I put some poquito de grasa.
you're glowing. Um, and I'm just so proud of you because you've been through some shit, sis. You've been through some shit,
And
and
you,
it's been back to back to back. But you've been showing up. I believe you've been showing up the hardest since you've been going through stuff. You show up, and not just for you. You show up for the community. You show up for me. You show up for me. Like, I mean, I don't know how deep you want to go and what I'm allowed to say, but I just want to
no,
say,
I mean,
I'm
we're not gonna get in tears now, please.
I'm so proud of you. I'm
Thank you,
so proud of you. I'm
I
so
appreciate
grateful
it.
you're part of my tribe. I'm just grateful.
I appreciate you for just allowing me to be part of it, right? Like, it's but so many people that we can allow in our circles, especially with the type of work that we do, and um, honored for the push, honored for your products. Can we go though real quick? Because at the end of the day, yes, we are going to be talking about all of this, but Grecia has these magnificent products when it comes to elevating your life. And even when you're going through something, you can still see the effects of it, see how it motivates you. And it's like pumping a spray. This is my travel one. And look how close it is.
That's
All
just
right. This is my travel one. I promise you. And I spray people around me. I'll be like, oh, you want to smell good? Stop. Then you call me, ladies, what you put? Oh, all these things is happening. Yeah. It's called abundance.
I
It's
share.
called,
I
yes.
share. I share, baby.
So yes, but Grecia definitely has a lot of spiritual tools that can assist you to move forward in whatever stage you're in, whether if you're a beginner or if you're tapping back in and you tapped out. I
Yeah.
had tapped out 10 years ago, and connecting with you, doing services with you, being empowered has allowed me to tap back in without so much fear, right? Because 10 years without this type of work, it does take a couple of fears. Who's going to come back? Who's going to take advantage? So yeah,
Mhm.
a lot of products, a lot of services. You have to check it out. You see what it
Thank
says?
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mama.
Yes.
Let's talk about this Cancer, please, because she's coming, and when she comes, we start crying and shit, throwing
Yes.
tantrums.
So
What
first
we
and
gonna do?
foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody who is showing up right now. If you're feeling emotional, especially my fire signs, allow it to happen. Let's start from here, right? I know in the past we've done things. Oh, I do this to run away from my emotions. I do that to run away from my emotions. Right now, with Mars in Taurus, we are being, in a way, forced to once again face our childhood traumas. Gemini season had us lit, right? We was all like, our mind was going through all these ideas, all like plenty of ideas, plenty of connection, plenty of socialization, right? We was all doing a whole bunch of stuff. There was no particular grounding if you didn't do that. And a lot of us may have been restless with sleep. A lot of us may have been starting new things at the same time. This is a time when you sit back and you say to yourself, what is sticking and what is not sticking. And with Mars and Taurus, that's what's happening. So you want to say that Taurus and Cancer are parallel to each other in a sense? Because if you ever notice, Taurus and Cancer kind of act the same, although one is the earth and one is the water. They stay in their elements, but they take it easy, right? Some people call them lazy. You do what you want to do. At the end of the day, they relax. And they teaching
Yeah.
you how to relax. All right. So if y'all see a fly, I fly. What? So what? All right. So so Taurus is gonna take it slow. Whatever came from Gemini season, Mars is saying, let's take action, let's take action. Taurus is like, okay, with grounding moments. And then Cancer is like, let's add some emotions to this. Because again, Gemini is the thought. But where is the heart? Because once we go from Cancer, we're going into Leo, right? And I'm sharing because Mercury and Venus are going quickly through Cancer. It's not staying there for a long period of time.
Okay.
And so with that being said, it would be great for the next 3 to 4 weeks to really use this energy. It's the next 3 to 4 weeks, all right? So really use this momentum to go through your childhood traumas. Because that's what's happen, to connect with family members that you choose to connect with that are going to help you elevate that childhood trauma. And I'll give you a prime example. There was somebody that I went to visit last month, my sister's godmother, and she raised us in a sense. And seeing her at the age that I am against the age that I was and how we admire her, she was able to clarify a lot of things in my childhood. Now, I do a lot of spiritual work ahead of y'all because Spirit be pushing me to. So I already went through this where I connected with her and looked at my childhood through her eyes and what was transpiring. And it helped out a lot. So I do suggest, speaking to those elders in your family that you remember being around you. That's going to help you out this time. Again, because Cancer season is really a chill time. And it just so happens that it's really around what we'll call the base of the summer here in New York, which is like that ending of June, beginning of July, where the summer is just beginning, right? Because it's summer, the solstice, right? The solstice starts around that time as well. So it's really talking about how can you take this energy and this emotion, dive into it, because we diving in whether you want to or not. And that's where Saturn and Pisces comes in. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Whether you want to or not, that Saturn and Pisces retrograde is going to make you, right? Because Saturn is karma. Get into it. All right. So the main, what you guys always gonna hear, the main important thing. That's one of my favorite words. All right. So don't talk, don't judge. So when we talk about Venus, right? We all know that Venus is about our worth, love. It rules Taurus. However, it's in Cancer. So you have again that Taurus energy, that Libra Taurus energy in Cancer, and it's combining. I want you guys to start combining these energies because it's not just one, right? Even though it's Cancer season, our emotions are going to be heightened. We're going to be sensitive. There will be arguments. Okay. All right. There will be vindictive stuff happening because Cancer is a vindictive sign. All right.
No.
Sneaky shit is about to happen as well. There's going to be a lot of discoveries, a lot of emotional discoveries that can uprail you, right? Like it can make you mad or upset. So again, it's all about how you're going to be shifting through this. Not forgetting that Aries, Chiron is in Aries. Chiron is the wounded healer and it's fucking with our ego and it's been there for a while now. So again, balance out what's your ego talking about and what is your soul talking about. We're going to be more intuitive for those of you who enjoy tapping into your intuition. Water season is always the best time to tap in even deeper. So Cancer, so those of you who like reading tarot, who like the esoteric things, get into the occult stuff. Things are going to go great for you. When it comes to the all right, so I'm gonna do a separate video on the moons because the full moons is gonna be crazy. We'll talk about the new moon now, but the full moons, so you know, there's gonna be
and the full moon is coming up right now this weekend, right?
Yes. So tomorrow I'm popping back in, so y'all come through. I'm popping back in and talking about it because it's deeper than just me sharing a little bit here. Like there's 2 full moons in Capricorn during Cancer season. 1 June, between June 20th and June 21st, depending on where you're at. And then the other one is June 21st to June 22nd in July. Excuse me. Give me 1 second, because y'all know I'll be having mad dates. Come back. June, let's just put it June 21st, July 21st. 2 Capricorn full moon. So yes, whatever.
They both in Capricorn?
Both in Capricorn, yes. 2 full moon in Capricorn, 1 in June and 1 in July. During Cancer season.
Okay.
So yes, for my bosses out there, this does
no, because Capricorn will have you hustling.
Yes, big boss energy is coming through. We letting go of that. People don't want my services. People don't want this. I can't have this job. All of that is being like, because you guys gotta remember that Pluto soon is going to go back into Capricorn just for a little bit. And so it's a lot of what we would call scraping the last, right? So it's scraping the last of the last. So Capricorn, these Capricorn full moons is really going to be quite powerful. So when it comes to releasing rituals, these are the rituals to do it. All right. Because again, reminding yourself that Capricorn is connected to Saturn. So we'll have that conversation tomorrow because it's deep. It's deep. It needs its own video.
Wow.
So, but we'll talk about.
I'm talking. You're here talking. I'm talking about all these energies, and Spirit is giving me because I haven't done a service in a long time, and I said I was gonna do a service for the last new moon, and I didn't. And Spirit is like, we gotta use these full moon and these summer solstice. We gotta use this energy. So I'm going to set up a flyer today. I'm going to for a service, a road opener service, blockbuster. So breaking the wall and road opening. And I already have it. I'm gonna set it up outdoors, actually, in Upton, in Massachusetts, around the main tree that's in the property. And the whole service is gonna be around that main tree. The offerings to the spirits will be given to that tree, and the candles are gonna be set up around that main tree for whoever wants to participate. I already saw the vision.
All right. And the great thing about that is when it comes to the solstice, it's all about honoring the earth. So, I mean, we work with earth. Nonetheless, for you guys who don't know necessarily what the solstice is, I did write an article last year about the solstice in general and what it is. It's basically when you celebrate like different traditions, different um, countries, different backgrounds and cultures celebrate the solstice separately. The main important thing is they're honoring the summer,
Yes.
honoring the
Under
new
the
beginning.
sun, the astro god, the sun, you know?
So
So,
yeah. So with that being said, even if you're out there and you are by water, that's happening June 20th. If you're out by water, go ahead and have a little flower or something. Your words, you don't even have to do anything. You can just walk by water and use your words and ask for clarity, right? You can go
mhm.
ahead and ground yourself to Mother Earth. You can sit by a tree, drive to a tree, have somebody drive you to a tree, manifest a tree. I don't know what you do, right?
I got
But
you.
it's all about
I'm going
honoring.
to mass because we have so many trees up there. Like I'm surrounded by nature, and I just feel like I need to connect with that, and I need to like extend it because it's so plentiful. It's so well. You was during the winter. You need to come now. You need to come now so you can see now. Like it's completely different. It's a whole nother monster. It's beautiful. Fairies everywhere. Like it's a portal. It's a portal. I'm telling you.
Ya tú sabes. And so when we talk about coming back to Venus and Cancer, it's more about you feeling your worthiness. You diving deep into your financial worthiness with
Mm,
your emotions, connecting to that abundance, feeling that abundance. For those of you who got ideas during Gemini season, Venus is getting into the Cancer energy and letting you know, like, hey, you can do it in a softer way. You can
yeah,
do it in a way that's easier. Like, let's find the easier route to do these things. Not only in financial aspects as well as relationships. Are we still going to be screaming at each other? Are we
no,
still going to be manipulating people through our emotions? Because that still is going to be happening during Cancer season. People are continuing to put themselves as a victim.
mm,
With Saturn and Pisces, that's kind of like going to not work a lot anymore. So prepare yourself to get rejected. For those of you who are not in alignment with what you're doing, prepare
right.
yourself to, get dropped. There is a timing during Cancer season that there is romance happening because Venus and Cancer is still about romance. It's all about Netflix and chill. You guys can read that in the article. I wrote that. It's all about being cozy, sitting back, and just being with close friends and family.
Mm-hmm.
Try your best to be around that. With the Mercury in Cancer, and then so Venus is gonna be in Cancer until July July 9th. So it's really short. It just went on June 17th until July 9th. And then it's going to go into Leo. So this is why I was sharing that it's important for us to take this time to dive into those emotions. Leo season comes in, it goes straight to our heart. Can y'all see the pattern? Mind, emotions, heart, connecting. These energies are connecting us to our deepest desire. We already know during Leo season is the 8-8 portal, so that expands a lot of quantum leaping energy for us. For those of you who
Mm-hmm.
enjoy the 8-8 portal, so really pay attention to the energy when it shifts, because as soon as the first week of July comes in, it's going to be shifting into Leo. So it does get into that creativity. So
Mm-hmm.
what was you imagining? You put your feeling and your desires into it, and now you're getting creative with it during that Leo energy. So Venus is going to be going into Leo on July 11th. So really pay attention to that. That's still during Cancer season. You don't have to be doing a lot. It's all about what is the easiest way you could do it. And then we get into the Mercury energy. Mercury is all about our mind, right? So Mercury just left Gemini, and our mind is like, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it,
Right.
right?
I don't know why I have this feeling that exactly we are going to have, because of this full moon in Capricorn, these two full moon in Capricorn, we're going to have the drive to get some things done. Then we have the support from, the Cancer season saying, okay, you can do it, but don't go crazy. You can do it slowly. You can take your time, but get it done. And yes, we're going to have a whole bunch of emotions involved with it, but we're going to be crying our way to the bank. That's what I keep feeling.
Absolutely. I
Yeah,
agree.
Cancer is gonna have us emotional, but we're crying our way to the bank.
Yep.
I
And
feel it.
one thing to really consider is that our emotions drives our intentions. And I'm going to say that again, our emotions drives our intentions. So when you get into that low vibrational energy, go to your fucking tools and
Mm-hmm.
get the fucking dancing, get the meditating, get the grounding. With that, carry that with you and let it go. Get to the Reiki, right?
Oh
This is
my
where
God,
you
it's
go back and
crazy
get
because
support.
we had a meeting with the mermaids the other night, and one of the message that Spirit gave is like, when are you gonna use your training? You know what to do. You have the journaling, you have taken classes, you know that you can meditate, you know that you can ground, you know that you can take a spiritual bath, you know, but now you're drowning, and it's like, where is your training? This is the time to use your training. That's crazy. Spirit gave us that message 2 days, 2 nights ago. 2 nights ago.
And you know what's interesting? I'm a testimony of using my tools while I'm going through some shit, right? Immediately create a Reiki box for grief. Allowed myself to go in there. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And what I recognize, I said this yesterday to a friend. I've been activating my Reiki since 2018, and it was not January of this year was the last time I did a Reiki box, but I've been doing it since 2019. And what I've noticed throughout this entire time, it has carried me through the trials and improvement, the trials and what we call tribulation. But I like to say the colorful events of life. Okay.
Right.
And so, with that being said, I've been able to get connected with soul tribes that help support go through that. Yes, I may not be able to talk to someone because my dogs died, but hey, there's a tribe, somebody's animal died, and we can talk about it, you know. And so, it's again, where's the trauma bonding happening during this time? Notice it, right? Get into your feelings. If it feels, I don't care if it's your damn dog. If your dog make you feel some type of way, I'm gonna need you to see what that means. All right.
Right.
I want you to go ahead and dive deeper into those emotions. And honestly, Aquarius, Gemini, Libras, y'all like y'all another tribe that is just like, oh, I don't know if I want to get into this. I'm ready to just keep going and going. Chill out. It's time to
Right.
calm down. Your season last season, you guys was wild. Anyways, Gemini, you have Jupiter doing some things for you, so you need to calm down and focus with what you want to anchor for the next 12 years.
Right.
All right. Venus, and then Mercury then goes into Leo July 2nd. So again, Mercury is going quick, right? There's times where the planet is going slower, and there's times where the planet is going quick in certain zodiac signs. All right, so pay attention to that as well. Mercury is going to be going quick through Cancer as well as Venus. Can you see how it's saying, yes, get into your emotions, but let's do it differently and hurry up because we're switching that energy immediately. We're opening
Mhm.
up portals with that Leo energy, portals, right? The heart portal. Leo
Hard.
is connected to the heart. So this is truly pay attention to yourself, challenge yourself, give yourself some time. You give a lot of people time. Yes, if you have kids, like Nancy, I was saying, be proud of that, align that energy for you, but focus on self, focus on you, focus on how you want to feel, how you want to look, who do you want to be around,
Mm.
all of that energy. Now you could be in your eating mode as well, right? Don't overeat, right? Eat
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that reminder because I be overdoing it sometimes.
yeah, eat because Cancer rules the stomach, so Cancer enjoys a good meal. So it does talk about barbecues, right? It does talk about going to
Summertime.
the
It's
yeah.
summertime, you know?
All
Get the
right.
barbecue.
So for the most part, let me just look at what real quick just to make sure I didn't miss out on anything. All right. Oh, the new moon in Cancer is on the 5th. So, all right. So check this out, right? The new moon in Cancer, right? New beginnings, right? New beginnings. That full moon in Capricorn in June is helping us release
Mm.
heavily. Saturn is going retrograde right after that. So it's really about releasing spiritual karma, relationship karma. For those of you who are desiring this new and improved relationship pattern, literally say it in those forms. I'm easily encountering a loving partner who is a new soulmate, and whatever the fuck you want to say.
Yeah,
However,
yeah, yeah, yeah. So who is aligned with my purpose and destiny? Who is supportive?
all of that.
Who, et cetera, et cetera. You know,
Right.
I'm releasing the struggle love. How about that? Take that for whoever's watching. Take that as your mantra. I am releasing the struggle love. I am releasing the projections from other relationships. I am releasing the resistance. I no longer need resistance to compare. I choose the path of ease. I am releasing the struggle love. Release the struggle love. Let me tell you something. Release the struggle love because you can have an amazing partner, an amazing connection with somebody, but because you're still addicted to struggle love, you can fumble that. And the universe can be giving you here. Is that Four of Cups? Have you seen the Four of Cups card? The universe is literally handing a golden cup to you, but you're over here because you're so used to, you haven't released that part of yourself that's not allowing you to see the new. When you have your hands full of past, you cannot grab future blessings.
Mm.
You got to let go. When
Rewind.
you have your hands full of past, you cannot grab future blessings. And they can be dancing right in front of your face, and
Mm.
you won't be able to grab it because your hands are full of past.
Mm.
So release in this full moon, please. Release and let go. Release of oh shit. I need this car. I've been my old car been sitting in my driveway, and I keep saying it gotta go so the new car can drive right in. At this point, I'm about to give it as a gift. I don't even want to sell it anymore. Like I just need it out of there.
You got to do what you got to do. You just said
I
what you
need
were
it
going to do.
out.
That's it.
It's spiritual. It's bigger than just oh a car. No, it's spiritual because cars are ruled like transportation are also ruled by planets, you know, by energies, and it indicates going from one place to the other. Going from one place to the other. So to me, my car sitting in my driveway indicates stagnation because it's just sitting there. It's not driving me from point A to point B. It's just sitting there. So it something in my life is stagnant. It's not moving. You know, this so it's more than physical. This is spiritual, and we need to learn to move different. We're not like these moguls. Excuse me, but all of us, anybody that will watch this video, it doesn't matter when this video get to you. Let me just tell you this: you gotta move different because you're not regular.
Mm.
You're not like these moguls. You're a spiritual being, and you're conscious that you are a spiritual being. Everybody's a spiritual being having a human experience, but not everybody's conscious of that. You are. So you don't get to move like these moguls. You gotta move with spirit. You gotta sit with your spirits. You gotta wash your spiritual ass at least once a month. You gotta meditate. You gotta journal. You gotta gather yourself. You gotta go to your altar, sit and talk to your ancestors. You have to pour libations. You have to move different because you're not like these people out there. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm already channeling. I'm sorry. Ooh.
We're about to get you there. Oye, cálmense. Espérate. She
Sorry.
won't be reading the
Ooh,
cards
¿dónde
for
está mi
this
spray?
evening, y'all.
¿Dónde está mi spray?
No, it's all right.
Bueno, no tengo
But
spray, pero tengo 7 machos.
listen, you gotta definitely do what you have to do, honestly. And thank you for, continuing to empower us and reminding us the type of level that we have allowed ourselves to go. A lot of people tend to not recognize where you have allowed yourself to grow based on the work you've done. And like you said, whoever's watching this video, stop playing.
Right. Hit them with the tarot cards.
The last thing that we're going to talk about is a Saturn going retrograde in Pisces. And Saturn going retrograde in Pisces is going to be happening on the 29th of this month, all the way until November. June, July, August, September, October, November. It's a 5-6 month energy, right? And so retrograde means that it's at a standstill, but for us, it looks like it's going backwards. So we are reviewing, re-energizing, relocating what it means to be with our karma, our spiritual journey. All right. So this does mean that some exes might come back, right? For one last, I'm ending this once and for all. We will be getting tested throughout all of this. So while we're manifesting, with the new moon in Cancer, we are basically also being pushed to release the negativity, release the karma, the negative Nancy, and ancestors, right? That also talks about um, talking to our ancestors, those ancestors that had difficulties thriving. Go ahead and talk to them. Ask them what is it that they need so that you can level up the bloodline. This does talk about those type of energies. This does
Right.
talk about with Pisces, it does connect to our spiritual side on the heaviness. So for those of you who haven't tapped in to your spiritual side, this retrograde is giving us a chance, right? Because Saturn right now may have forced a couple of us to get into our spiritual stuff. Like you just tripped into it, or you tripped back into your tools and talents, or whatever the case may be, or you remember from 1941 how you used to do this. Yes, that's Saturn pushing you back into that alignment. Right now, Saturn is taking off the foot off the pedal and letting you glide. Right? What have you learned so far? What when it comes to your spirituality, what have you added? What has worked and what has not worked until November. After that, it's gonna go direct again. But Saturn is gonna be in Pisces all the way up to May 2025. So this let's talk
Okay, so
about yes.
just a little pause there. So when it
Yeah.
comes to Saturn retrograde, because we be at least we be scared, not scared. No, never scared. But we be very respectful of Saturn's energy. We be very, very, very respectful of, because Daddy Saturn never comes to play. So okay, so does that means that Daddy Saturn is putting? I'm sorry, I see Saturn as the daddy with the belt in hands. Some of you love it. Some of you love it. Some of you love the belt in hand. Okay, you love that BDSM shit. But but okay, so that is Saturn. So you guys get a visual. When he's retrograde, he's gonna sit in the recliner and he's gonna chill a little bit. And it's
Smoking a
gonna give us
cigar.
time. It's kind of like think about your choices and think about your accountability, because Saturn to me is accountability. It always hits me with that accountability. So it will give me a chance to kind of like work through the things that I need to be accountable for. That retrograde, I'm because I just, is it gonna give me a breather or is it gonna get worse? Because I just need to prepare myself.
Okay, I love this. I love this. So, like you said the word accountability and it triggered something. For those of us who've been diligent in our spiritual path, meditating every day, eating healthy, connecting with our spiritual team, when he goes and sit at the recliner, he's letting you do you, boo boo, right?
Mhm.
Again, like you said, what have I learned? Who held me accountable to all these things? Can I do this on my own without any accountability? Because when November comes back, I'll let you slide. I'll let you do what you wanted to do. I'll let you plan how you desire to plan. Are we still on the plan?
Mm.
Are we?
I was still on
So, prime
task. I was still
example,
on task. Or you completely
right? Or did
derailed.
you play around, right? Because you didn't feel the pressure. Prime example when you spoke about your finances. Right now, ease the metal on the pedal with your finances, and you creating that abundance to clear your debt. I'm gonna
Right.
let you do it how you want to do it.
Oh,
November
I
comes.
just had the visual. So okay, I'm hit with those. I'm hit with 30K. The universe gives me hustling, working, whatever. I'm hit with the 30K. Saturn, daddy with the belt is in the recliner watching TV. He's nice and calm. My dumbass, instead of going and paying off my credit cards, I go to the Louis store and buy me Louis Vuittons. Saturn comes back in November and say, I let you do it on your side. The blessing came, but you did not take care of your responsibilities. Here you go. Pow, the belt again. Ooh.
Collection.
Oh, no, 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 no. We staying on task. Stay on task.
Do it right now. Do it how you desire, right? Again, Cancer season. Get your emotions involved. Leo season's coming in. I'm letting y'all rock. You know, when
Right.
Virgo season comes in, Virgo season is the best season to manifest into reality, literally. But we'll get there. And so Saturn is letting all these seasons come by to see how you're utilizing the energy. It's all about how you use the energy. So this is why it's important to know thyself, right? So that you can be
Mm-hmm.
able to know how to use the energy for you and then be able to use it around you, right? So with that being said, it's different for everyone. Where is Saturn and Pisces in your chart, right? And that's going to determine how it's going to navigate for you.
Mm.
The best way to do this is to know your rising. And when you know your rising, you'll be able to calculate a lot of other things, or you could just come get a natal chart. You know what I mean? Hold up, I got a
Yeah.
banner for that. So with that being said,
I love it.
what to do for
Commercial.
Cancer season? Go read the blog. I definitely shared a lot of information when it comes to tips and tricks to utilize this.
Mm.
The very honorable thing that you can do is wake up and ask, what can I do today to make myself a better person? What can
Ooh.
I do today to align to the spiritual path that is that's in front of me, that awaits me? You know, how can I connect to my spiritual tribe that is ready to do the work for Mother Earth and the rest of humanity? That's how I speak. You know, this is how I connect with high vibrational people. All right. You are not here. You're not here. You're not here. Wherever your energy is at in the moment is how you're rocking. So if you're in front of somebody who's high vibrational, you too. If you're rocking with somebody who's low vibrational, you too. Okay. So
Mm.
watch what you say about people. Because that same person that's toxic, you could be toxic. Because there's 14 different toxic people out there. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to do a series on YouTube about that.
Ooh.
14 different toxic people. And in addition to that, you've probably been one of them because I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
your bubble burst.
Okay. So I'm gonna let Grecia do her reading. She's coming
Wait,
in.
you're not
Normally,
pulling cards. You're not pulling cards either.
no, this is gonna be for you, so that way you can give them that collective reading, and let them enjoy this. Come on,
Yeah.
they don't
Okay.
all have
Let's
to
do
pop
it.
up and do their zodiac. They be alright.
Let's let's do it. So let me just remind you guys, thank you ladies for doing the little banner for me. That's my website. That's where you can book a reading from me, like a personal one-on-one reading. You can also book venting sessions. We do those too. They can be very healing and releasing. Okay, don't worry, I'm ready, and I'm big on consent. So if you want advice, I offer the advice. If not, I just offer my listening ear and let you rant and rave. um so that's also available, and I also have a YouTube channel. I just haven't been uploading lately, but I'm gonna start. And it's the same name, Maraja Spiritual Luxury. You can find me there. So let's see what spirit has for us. All these beautiful energies and this. Oh, sorry. This upcoming Cancer season. Upcoming Cancer. Actually, let me use the two cards that fell. Let me don't put them back. They fell for a reason. They fell for a reason and for a season. Cancer season. I'm going to be doing another collective reading for the solstice, for the summer solstice tomorrow. Oh, okay. I'm back. So I'm going to be doing another collective reading for the summer solstice tomorrow. But today, let's focus on what Cancer season has for the collective. Cancer season for the collective. Mm, mm, mm. Of course, cancers had to come with the cups. Cups is emotions. Cups are emotions. And of course, gotta come with the cups. Gotta come with the cups. Mm. Oh wow. Okay. Oh wow, wow, wow. Okay, so mm, Okay. Ooh, this is a bit to unpack. Okay, so first of all, a lot of new beginnings are coming, and of course, they're coming with a dose of emotions, like Miladies was saying. The astros never lie. The astros never lie. It's coming with a dose of emotions. It's gonna get emotional, right? But not in a bad way. If I say that, I say it's a lot of closure. I feel that a lot of closure is coming in this season. The cards are indicating, the spirits are saying that it's coming with a lot of closure, a closure of patterns, also patterns when it comes to your emotion and you not having control over them. So if you are an unruly sorry, sorry, I curse. If you're an unruly, uh, short fuse, always projecting and stuff like that, Cancer season is going to teach you a few lessons for you to get a hold of you and your emotions. Like, you're unhinged. And maybe a lot of this stuff comes from childhood traumas and childhood patterns that had not been addressed. It hasn't been addressed. And this season is coming with, it's coming with it. It's coming with that. It's coming with where you're gonna get a hold of those emotions. You're gonna work on that. You're gonna start postponing that therapy. You're gonna stop postponing that healing. You're gonna stop postponing. Stop and address it. Address it, because you're gonna have certain. I feel that we're gonna have certain instances that will put it right in our faces, like, you're unhinged. You haven't dealt with this. Look at it again. There you go, throwing a tantrum again. Look at your inner child throwing a tantrum again, again. You have not worked with these. I also feel our relationships are going to be impacted, some for very good. Three of Cups, Three of Cups for once. So some is gonna be like very, very good. It's gonna move to the next level. I feel that a lot of relationships are gonna take the step to go, deeper, more in tune with each other, maybe more committed. I would say, I don't know, maybe engagement, proposals, things like that. I feel that will be happening. But also, you will realize, I believe that whatever is going wrong in your relationship will also be highlighted so that you can work on it, or realize that that relationship is not for you. Um, but the most important thing here is the way you relate to yourself. That's the focus here. You are the main character of this whole thing. The way you relate to yourself. And there's going to be lessons on how you relate to yourself and what can you improve when it comes to your relationship with yourself. Okay, that's that. I love the judgment card. Judgment card is new beginnings. Judgment card is waking up to your calling. Judgment card is resurrection. It's exactly how the Bible describes the judgment. The trumpet will be sound, and those who died in Christ will be resurrected first to meet their Savior. So exactly that. So you waking up to your calling, you realizing who you are, what are you doing here? You finally executing on a plan that's going to take you to the next level in your journey. Right? Maybe you've been sitting on this idea, maybe you've been like planning, but I see you taking action. I see you taking action. I see you taking action. You might be encountered with a bit of resistance when you take the action, because there might be some people around you that are not um they are not in your same vibration. So your timeline is not their timeline, and they might be like, oh, I don't think it's a good time now, or why are you so focused on this all of the sudden, or etc., etc. And spirits like, girl, you need to learn to cancel those voices and move. Another thing that I see here from spirit is, it's best to move slow than to not move at all. I don't know who needed to hear that, but let me say it again. It's best to move slow than not to move at all. Um, you gotta make some move. when it comes to whatever it is that you've been planning, whatever it is that you've been talking about, journaling, scripting, using any manifestation technique. It's like, okay, great. You did all these, you lit the candles, you have it, you have 300 pages in your journal talking about the same thing. But when are you going to actually start taking actions when it comes to this particular matter? It's better to move slow than not to move at all. Um, Stay on task. Stay on task. But yes, get your tissue. Get your box of tissue ready because we're going to be doing this healing. And as we cry, we're going to execute and get these blessings.
Where did you get the tissue from?
I got to stay with tissue because, I'll be crying. There is some big money move that's going to happen. I don't know if it's going to be in the form of an inheritance, if it's going to be in the form of maybe some back taxes, money that somebody owe you or something like that. I don't know. But I feel that some people will be blessed with some like sudden wealth or a big money move, a relief. It's going to give them a lot of relief for the current situation. And it's going to be sudden. So you might have a website and suddenly somebody buys $2,000 worth of products, whatever. So, but that wave of wealth is coming, and it's gonna be like quick. So it's like, yeah, stay on task and use it wisely. Use it wisely. Stay on task and use it wisely. Okay, my love. Okay,
All right.
my.
I want to pull out two cards also. And when Grecia spoke about, thank you first and foremost, thank you for your
You're
presence.
welcome.
Thank you for your spiritual theme. A todo tu espíritu.
Gracias. Luz y
Yeah.
progreso. Luz y progreso.
When you was talking about journaling, some of us need to start using new journals, right? Because some of those old thought patterns are seeking in. So, like, if you have a journal that you journaled in the last year and now you're picking it back up and you're like, oh, let me just skip a couple of pages and use a new journal. Let's begin to start using a new journal because you have already learned how to speak differently, manifest differently. You learn new tools and tricks, and that vibration from those pages, either rip them out and burn them, right? Let those thoughts go. That's including myself because I personally have a lot of journals. So see if you can just begin, at least for this season, Cancer season, that Capricorn energy, all what's coming up in the next 6 months. Use a new notebook. Notebook. All right, so I just want to pull out from the meditation, the medium training meditation card. Let's see. And one that's funny. I bring some laughter into this.
Yes. Bless us. Bless us.
Yes, it says turn on switch. So here it is. All right, and I'm going to read it. Successful communication between the two realms occur when the medium is completely prepared in body, mind, and spirit and ready to serve. Let the spirit world know you're ready to work by having your own personal turn on switch ritual. A turn on switch can be any ritual that resonates specifically with you. It could be a prayer, a meditation, a mantra, a special song, lighting a candle, reading a book, or even dancing. Since it's your switch, make it personal to you. Having the same ritual empowers you and becomes part of your unique process as you prepare to open yourself for spiritual communication. Working with your spirit is, in a sense, a partnership. You don't want to be partners with yourself, but you want to be partners with other people. Hold on, let me finish because I'm sorry. I'm back. Where we at? Your special turn on switch is not just meant for you. It is also a signal to those in spirit. It lets them know you're prepared and ready to begin. You've taken a breath, let go of the day, let go of you and what is yours. Excuse me. Let go of you and what is yours. Slow down your mind and make room for the spiritual world.
Mm.
You opened and expand your aura, and you're now welcoming them to draw close and blend with you. Take your time choosing your personal turn on switch, or maybe you already have one. Once you start this practice or ritual and realize what it represents, it's likely to become an important and fundamental part of your spiritual practice that can be used for the rest of your life. So what I'm getting from this song, some of you are going to have a specific song that activates you and connects you to your spiritual team. Now, a lot of people are always asking me, how do I connect with my spirits? How do I connect with my spirits? This is why I always share that it's important for you to know yourself and what you like to do and what you don't like to do. I never force anyone to do any meditation if you don't like to do it because y'all think y'all got to sit like this. No, you don't. I've done walking meditations where I'm grounding my affirmations as I walk in nature, and that is a way of me connecting with Earth, right? The way that I announce myself, I literally be like, hi, nature. Hello, Earth, right? That's me. I'm not all there, right? For you, you can do a whistle, you can carry a bell and let your spirit guides know, hey, I'm ready for y'all. One of the main things our spiritual team always says is invite me. Invite me to the party. So this card is saying, show me the party sign. What is it? Singing, dancing, whatever it is. When you sit down and you do this, you can carry an amulet, right? This can be my turn on switch. I rub this 3 times, right? And come through, spirit, come through, right? I tell spirit all the time, hey, come through. I'm going to give y'all a hug. Don't judge me. I don't care. I'm telling y'all what I do. So, and I stand in the middle. I'll be like, come through. And I'll run around and I'll give the air a hug. But those are my spiritual team. They already know when I do that, who's coming to get a hug, because I know what y'all did for me. So this is what this card is sharing. During Cancer season, allow yourself to tap into that emotion, and so that it doesn't be scary or hard, create your own turn on switch so that you know the spiritual team is there. So if you didn't turn it on, they're not fucking there.
Yeah.
All right, one funny one, because y'all getting on my nerves. All right. Oh, it's okay, guacamole. I'm extra as fuck too. Being extra means you give a shit. Maybe you give a shit about your own fleek eyebrows, or you give a shit about the environment, or you give a shit about making your ass clap. Be extra today. Yep, it's a thing. Be extra. So while you're doing this, like she said, grab I don't have tissue. Like she got tissue ready. I don't have tissue ready. However, grab the tissue and be extra with it. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate you.
Yeah. All that extra shit.
All right, but I love y'all. Gracias. It was such an honor and pleasure to have you here for Cancer season. I was saying, were you a Cancer rising or a Cancer moon?
I'm a Cancer rising.
Cancer rising. So yeah, it's definitely a pleasure to have a Cancer here while we doing Cancer season. I appreciate you.
Yes. I love you, sis.
Yes, love you guys so much. Thank you. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We'll be talking about the full moons because it's gonna be epic. Okay.
Yes.
Peace to the Middle East.
Love you.